I literally just rescaled this. I've been fighting the switch capture for like the past 15 minutes. Now it decides it wants to agree. Kind of. Hopefully that can work. I need to figure out the settings that can make this just overall a lot more reliable to use. But looks like everything should be relatively in order here. So, salutations class, and welcome back. We will be resuming our 100% run for Kirby, and I think I'll go ahead and take tomorrow off. Then we'll follow up with the rest of our usual remaining schedule, with Outer Wilds on Thursday, Guilty Gear on Friday, and Game Dev on Saturday. Welcome back, Chris Pickaxe. Or I guess I could just call you Chris. So, spoiler warning ahead, we have basically played through most of this game. We're working on a 100% run right now, so we're looking for the last of the collectibles we have missing. So if you haven't played through the game, or at least seen enough of the game so far, I would recommend backing out. Let's see here. We're still missing a few with the bosses. We're going to wait on basically all of the boss runs. Looks like we will immediately be going to Winter Horns. So, we're looking for one more Waddle Dee, 4 snow sculptures, a side alley, and the last thing, we have no idea what it might be. I forgot how wonderful this game looked. We've been playing it bit by bit here and there lately, since we've already mostly gone through the entirety of it. No secrets off here, or over here. However, usually they will just randomly give us an ability that we're about to be expecting to use, so we will throw away the Morpho Knight sword for this reason. Or they're giving us a variety, but I don't see yet if there's any of them that we want to use. We actually haven't tried the hammer jump glitch. It has been brought up a number of times in chat. There we go. Get a little bomb dropped over here, a few tossed around. Ooh, Castelia Cone. Oh, that's an interesting emote. I like it. Go ahead, find the gachapon here, and allegedly it's the first of the hidden Waddle Dees that we have missing, so probably somewhere in the span of this first room. I do believe there was a secret off to the right at the end of this little passageway that we might have already grabbed. We do not want to be down there, thank you very much. Yes, it's probably over there involving, well, there is a bomb right here, so let's go ahead and try 4. Haha! Get ourselves a little soda machine. You know, those little bombs with wheels look like something I'd invent. But the only thing I would consider expendable is ammunition. I wouldn't necessarily invent an entire robot just to blow itself up. Get another gachapon, plenty of star coins. A little bit of a health restore, and we will of course conserve as much of our ammo as possible until our mission is done. I forgot, it's still kind of hard to aim. And since it's been a while since we did anything on the switch capture, I sort of forgot. I basically have to play this entire game with a little bit of delay. There we go. Wander over yonder, and that should be it for what we need here. Full on health, so off to the next area we go. Our last stream, we got through the entire first half and 100% in everything except for the bosses. I might leave that on its own special stream. But it's a personal rule of mine. Kirby games need to be 100%ed every time, because they usually don't ask too much of you to 100%. Yeah, I don't know if there's any actual strategy people have to beat the capture card delay. Oh, hello there. It's the one thing keeping you from wanting to stream Switch games more often. Luckily, I think we're over that hill for me. I don't see any other Switch games on the horizon that I'm necessarily wanting to play. That right there looks like a secret we might have missed. Speaking of miss... take a look in here. There's a door, so it's probably another little treasure room. You know what, I don't necessarily need to be on top of those bricks, do I? Yeah, never mind. The only strategy to avoid delay is to get a capture card that doesn't require you to view it in your streaming program. You know, Hale has a good capture card like that. I'll talk to her. This room does kind of seem familiar now. Yeah, we've already gotten the red coins from up there, so we're not concerned. I'll see what capture card Hale has. I would like to take a little bit more time to check out my peer streams. I'm usually streaming at the time that a lot of my friends are, so there's quite a few friends I never get to see. Get a few shots here and there. I don't know if we've opened this one up yet. Yes, we have. Hale's got an energy to her. Very fun. I would personally like to take credit for coining the term disaster buy, or at least revealing it to her, because she reacted quite, heavily to the first time I said those words. There's allegedly a hidden alleyway for us to be looking for, but, we might have to do a couple of passes through here. Haha. Well, I'm proud of it then. Proud to assign to her an apt descriptor that is well appreciated. And wait, wrong button. It's the Y button, not that one. Oh well, we have plenty of star coins to make up for it. Isn't this the end of the level? There's another gachapon, but no secrets to be found. Look at yourself over here, Kirby. And then we still gotta figure out where that hidden alley is. And apparently we need to do that before we even discover what our last Waddle Dee to search for is. Sure don't look like no alley here. Indeed, just an invisible wall, which we have a lot of in this game. I suppose you kind of need invisible walls in a Kirby game, given that in most of the 2D ones, he can fly indefinitely. Let's go ahead and put a stop to his bony nonsense first. Yeah, there's the end. So, where's the hidden side alley we're looking for? Oh, right, I forget. We need to hit those guys twice, no matter how powerful the shots are. Hop down here. And I feel like we've already broken this one open. Yeah, we've already found that cage, so... a hidden alleyway. Oh, and we need to pay attention to the snow sculptures. See, a lot of those are just plain walled off, so I don't think those are any alleyways we're looking for. Yeah, we broke the wall up there, but I'm not seeing anything else. Except a 30 FPS flower up there, doing a little vibe. Let's see, there's one of the snow sculptures we'll be concerned about. So I guess this is a level we'll have to replay then, since it doesn't look like we found any side tower, or side alleyway we were looking for. Indeed, a few star coins wouldn't hurt. So it's probably in that first area, I would think, considering that's the most, urban area that we have at the beginning. Reach the clock tower. I had a feeling there'd be some significance to it. Yeah, skip rapidly through here, and we'll have to try that one again. Just the one little guy. No worries, we'll get all your friends very, very soon. Ah, it just gives me the idea of an open world Kirby game. Yeah, it should be somewhere down here, in the beginning. Rule as always, check right behind the start, and nothing to be found. So keep an eye out. We're not going to attack anyone yet, except for those silly little sculptures. Any alley here? I don't think we get abilities from those guys rolling up snowballs. This looks like an alleyway. There we are. So now we just need to focus on the clock tower and statues. We already found one right here, and I'm going to assume they're spaced out relatively evenly. So, continue to keep an eye out. We will check this little corner right here. We get a lovely snack, but it doesn't look like... Yeah, no statues over here. Keep an eye out, and no. Looks like we'll probably expect to find one in every single stage. Or section of this level. I'm not sure what we call all the parts individually. No statues behind us. Or sculptures, more accurately. A statue would be much harder to break. Made out of a sturdier material. Ow. Maybe one down here, probably. Or further down. We do not get a camera shift, so no. Oh, right! The new Kirby game's coming out tomorrow. I actually forgot about that. Just in case, we will check in here to see if we have any more sculptures to be found. I'm thinking maybe play the Kirby game tomorrow, but I kind of want a break. We have been streaming an awful lot lately, and after we finished Stray and Cursed Halo, I've been thinking, hopefully we can finish Outer Wilds soon, and which will probably be near the time that we actually finish Pokemon Black 2 just as well. I would like to see if I can make the streams a bit lighter for a bit, because I have been going hard on them pretty much this entire year. It's been 4, 5, and 6 streams a week. Now, I'm probably never going to drop the Friday and Saturday streams. And Monday is usually our most reliable day, so maybe it wouldn't be that bad to take a break in the middle of the week. A good idea indeed, and I still haven't had an entire week off since I began about 14 months. Wow, 14 months. So that was 3, so, no, 2 so far. Yeah, there's another hidden one we'll be looking for. Don't know when I plan on taking an entire week break. It'll happen at some point, of course. I have not had a week off of streaming, no. I've had, 2 weeks in which I did 2 streams in a week. Everything else, for every other week, I've had it, minimum 3 streams. We're still looking for a 4th sculpture. I hope that doesn't mean we'll have to go through this level yet again. Three out of 4. We're actually not gonna need that one. To not have 1 week off in over a year. I mean, I'll be honest with you, Avid. Completely honest opinion, and that is, I'm not really doing anything better with my time. One of the reasons I did start this was to be able to hold myself accountable to some sort of a work ethic. Even though in a lot of cases I haven't really put in enough work, quote unquote. Like, I forgot the schedule for yesterday. Ah, there's a flat surface here. Maybe we get some goodies, and... well, we at least get a path back. But no statue. The thing is, Avid, this isn't necessarily work. It is something that I put a lot of effort into, but it's something I enjoy. And yes, I do it out of a sort of obligation, but I have a very big problem making commitments to projects, and this is something I feel like I'm just not gonna give up on. And quite gladly, I have not. Streaming has been the best decision I've ever made in my life, as it has done wonders for my confidence, and helped me introduce myself to a lot of new friends I need. Because some of the old friends I kind of stopped having fun around. They don't play Guilty Gear with me. Could you imagine an existence of Xander not playing Guilty Gear and bullying his friends? Nah, but I've needed fighting game friends the entire time, and it would be want of me to, well, want people who don't enjoy fighting games to play them. No statue over here. We have one, right? Hit maxed viewing streak. Does that mean you've been here for many, many consecutive streams? It certainly sounds like. Ah, 4. Well, doesn't that feel special? At least it makes me feel special. I don't know about you. Can I still inhale him? No, I cannot. No chance to get an ability popsicle, I see. So, where's our last statue? Take that for a little bit of HP. It's an honor, given how extremely competitive the streaming situation is. Very, very competitive. Although, I consider competition to be quite healthy. Usually, if you have someone to compare yourself against, if you do it healthily... Like peers, for example, comparing yourself to peers can usually help give you a bit of perspective on what you could do better. Comparing yourself to someone who's had far more experience or support or privilege doing the same thing. Not a healthy comparison. Perhaps there's a statue in there. Would be my only other guess. Just saying that viewers are spoiled for choice. Indeed, there are a lot of them out here. And my, Twitch follow list is just growing quite grandiose and expansive. So, I might have to start unfollowing people just because it makes my list incredibly dense of whoever we raid at the end of a stream. Really? What am I doing so differently? Do tell. Because I could attempt to capitalize on that. If you don't mind me saying a few swear words. Ugh. Ah, there you are. Hidden out of sight and camouflaged. I at least know I'm not going to do the ever so overrepresented battle royale kind of stuff. Don't play those games, which you think I would, being a fan of roguelikes, which are all about having unpredictable starts and being resourceful. However, I don't think that's the best thing in a competitive environment. PvE roguelike stuff is super fun, but PvP, never enjoyed it. Really interesting that roguelikes are the hot topic, though. Say that I have a comforting vibe with an educator spirit. A fusion of Steve from Blue's Clues and Bill Nye the Science Guy, which means I have hit the exact branding I've been looking for. Although I will wait until I hear someone else make that measurement, as I do know we've had enough conversations to where... I do know we've had enough conversations that have basically had me making that conclusion. PvP can be toxic, but it depends on the game. Usually, I find it can happen less in 1v1 games. That's one of the reasons I actually enjoy fighting games, because the only people... Wait. We missed the sculpture because I was talking again. Well, first stage we have to go through 4 times. At least we know where all of them are now. So we can speedrun this. Lean more into being an educator. That is the eventual goal. I don't think I have enough of the, confidence built up for that kind of stuff. We are doing the programming streams, but a lot of that usually involves me, discovering the engine, still. I have done a couple of, educational streams for programming in the past. Maybe if I were to, say, figure something out during the week, I could better make a lesson for it in the future. Nothing is truly original. True that. Not many safe for work edutubers. Really interesting. I'll have to talk to Toto and see what all of her connections are. Cause I know she has a few educational friends. She's had a couple of teachers that she's collabed with. We know we don't need any of the side routes here. Focus on this. I do know of quite a few VTubers that have done the educational thing, but I don't know. I do know that a lot of VTubers are computer science majors, so I don't have that really as a unique position. But I don't know about anyone else who takes a specifically educational spin on it. Most of the other programmers I know don't teach it very well. Plus, and I think I'm settling on it being next Friday, since we're basically going to be confirmed that, it's not going to be a Guilty Gear tourney on that day. Okay, it was the spot right behind us. There you are. Hard to see this little platform. Language is pretty common. I do need to get on my education there too. The goal would be Japanese and Spanish. 1, for reaching the audience, and 2, because Spanish is one of the best languages on the planet. And 1 I already know, I'll just need to remember a lot of its structure. And Usagi can help me with, well, both, actually. Actually got quite a few friends that could help with that. So, there's only one problem with Spanish, Avid. And that is the incredible amount of conjugation you have to do. That's the only flaw that Spanish has. The biggest boon, I think, of Spanish is that it is phonetic and extremely consistent. Specifically on the phonetic part, whatever you write, you say. What you say and what you spell are the same. Like in English, for example, half of your words, usually the stuff that's borrowed from French, is anything but phonetic. It has so much gender, though. Yeah, I'm hoping we might eventually be able to get some sort of a, variant of Spanish without the need for conjugation, then we would have the perfect language. But having to do all that stuff in past and present tense and all that, quite a riot. Let's see, it was... No, it was off to the side. That's right. Yeah, we've reached our little clock tower. Take me home. Seen ella used as a gender-neutral pronoun. True, but they're, You know what? We'll be a bit extra with this one. But, I know a lot of words in Spanish are assigned a gender. That's being another thing. Japanese can be terrifying. Sounds like a challenge for me. After all, I have learned how to program, so at least getting into the mindset of thinking completely differently shouldn't be that hard. And given how many of my friends seem to have learned it in just a matter of a few years, I should be able to have it down. Not to brag, but I am a genius. So inevitably, I'll learn it in about 50% to 75% of the time anyone else would. Kanji is scary. Yeah, definitely. Stand on top of 2 trains, and we're looking for 2 secret passages. Make sure there's not one at the beginning here. Seems like it. Or, seems like no. So we need 2 trains and 2 secret passages. Keep an eye out on the sides. Let me know if you see anything that I might miss. For your sanity, you refuse to believe I'll, not struggle. Well, I'll probably struggle because, given how much I am trying to put on my plate at once, I'm not going to be able to keep up with it in the most reliable of schedules. Inevitably, I will struggle with it because I'm not going to be able to keep all of my focus on it. There's a lot of things I'm wanting to learn. Drawing and more voice acting stuff. Then again, all the VTubers seem to manage it. Okay, so argument here, Avid. Why is it that 90% of VTubers brand themselves as being absolute brainlets? You see how... Well, one, it's because 90% of VTubers are bottoms, and two, usually they're submissive introverts that try to get into, the position of VTubing that I see. Submissive literally in the personality type. Well, not that you can categorize people into personalities, but you should know exactly what I mean. So, I would say I should be much more competent about learning something, and shouldn't seem to have that much of an that stream delay. Shouldn't seem to have much of an issue with it, given that there are far less intelligent people for the role that manage it just fine. However, in order for me to be able to keep up with it, I would have to use it reliably often. I used to be, pretty decent with Spanish. After my 3rd year in high school, I got into the point where I was starting to think in the Spanish language once I got into class. Most VTubers have branded themselves as brainlets, either brainlets in the math or common sense. Not a bad idea. Suppose they're not all dumbbells. Actually intelligent VTubers are starting to gain popularity. Hopefully, my time has come. Secret passage? Ah, no, 'tis but a D. I don't even know what I want to put the most effort into. I want to learn, like, the voice acting, musical stuff, art stuff. And I'll be honest with y'all. After stream, I'm just so darn exhausted that I usually just play Skyrim or fighting games or something. I'm not programming nearly as much as I should. But I guess it's just every little step I can get on the path towards being healthier. Because I remember the time, before I was so grossly depressed, that I could handle learning things so well. Really, you just need to dedicate a little bit of time every day. It's astonishing what you can build with just a little bit of dedication. Not even hard work, just not giving up on it. Like knowledge on diversifying content or marketing themselves. Things which I apparently don't know how to do. Mostly because I usually try to stop thinking about streams the instant they're over. One, I haven't had much of the mental health issues regarding stream stuff in a while, because I stopped being on Twitter and such. However, I still don't really know what to do to market myself. Well, the good news is, Avid, I don't think there's anything I can think of that I've tried to go months in. Or up to a few months and then gave up on. Exercise. But the reason I stopped that was because it became summer in Texas. And there's no way I'm going to be running around outside during that season. Tis just a measure of how well you can dedicate yourself to it. Would this be another secret passage? Haha! How lucky for us, they were both in the same room. Such a discovery does indeed make you feel invincible. In fairness, you aren't wrong to realize that collaborating without an actual... Hold on. I'll wait until the invincibility timer's over. Aren't wrong to realize that collaborating without an actual reason, like you enjoy spending time with them or learn from them, or going around trying to directly promo, are ineffective methods. Farming for clout is both soul-sucking and inefficient. I see a lot of people making, Yeah, okay, that's it for what we need of the Waddle Dees here. I see a lot of people making, Twitter threads and such about, hey, yeah, you might be doing this sort of, like, clout farming on Twitter, but that's not going to increase your viewer base. Really? Like what I said about, taking a small amount of time to build on something, which really is the secret. I mean, just from the beginning, if I made little 10-minute compilations and such like that, I'd probably have about, maybe 2,000 followers or so at this point. But I do not actually make little compilations. I upload my VODs, and I've actually been getting a few YouTube subscribers from that. But I don't make little bits and pieces for people to enjoy. Might increase your Twitter numbers, but the click-through rate of those will actually check out your Twitch? No. Absolutely not happening. You know what? I could go for a bit of needle. Like, I've been doing this for a year, and I haven't really picked up any new skills relevant to it. I've been dedicated, but that's about it. So we are looking for a Waddle Dee hidden in the first area. Ooh, get a roll on. I hit jump, you fool. Oh, right, stream delay. So we'll have to do it maybe around halfway through. Halfway through the little bar here, and go. This will take a few tries. There we go. And a friend to be found. Also, like, one of the easier ways to actually get more representation is if I did try more collabs. 'Cause, as it stands, there are a lot of friends I could do collaboration stuff with, but I'm just not really trying to find new folks to do that with. Pretty much all of the indie VTubers took years to get to that point. Indeed. Understandable. I do believe I have the radiant charisma, but I don't quite keep up enough with a few of the little things. But I am slowly improving, at least. That much is true. Oh, right. We're probably going to want that ring. Although there's probably nothing much that we'll be looking for in here that's a secret. Since apparently we just need a cave that's safe from the wind, which will probably be further into the level. Collabs don't do a ton of numbers, but the viewer base who already do enjoy your content or the content for both parties will be pleased. The, Cursed Halo with Cave the other day actually got twice my normal numbers, which was pretty great, because the only other time we've had, comparable numbers were during, like, Strive streams. Place Safe from the Wind was in the first area. And since we will have to be there again... Yeah, it got just short of 100 views. And another thing... So, this one's confusing me, but I am quite proud to see it. Check this out. 1. If you're not subscribed to Tommy here, please do give him a view. I know a lot of you have seen him around here, so please do give him a subscription if you have not. ETG's watching the old VODs. Yeah. Oh, I should pay a lot more attention to ETG. There's quite a few YouTube, folks that I haven't, that I kind of dropped with the Switch. But, it was right here. The last video that we had primarily on YouTube was the Season 2 tournament. That was about 2 months ago. And everything since, this is the mark where I started just re-uploading VODs. And for some reason, we have a lot of views here on the Guilty Gear. No idea why or how. But pretty cool. I will take the time to respond to that comment, though. Give me a second. Haha, I stopped the sneeze. There we go. There's folks still commenting on YouTube. I need to give him just a little bit more attention, at the very least. Yeah, people do like Guilty Gear. It is my consistently most popular content. And until Kirby and the Forgotten Land was always the stuff I would count on getting views. But for some reason, I do have a Kirby stream with 500 views. That one was a huge record setter. Lots of folk showing up. So that one made me quite proud. I suppose it is kind of a step closer to my branding, since I am trying to be relatively friendly and somewhat educational. Having some wholesome Kirby-related content would be quite the boon. That really is how it be, Chris. Getting a random meme out there will do so much more for you. So we're looking for a cave that is safe from the wind. Also, for some reason, there's literally one inscription stream that still pulls views, and I have no idea why. Actually, it might even be my most viewed stream at this point. Let me give that a look, actually. I still have YouTube open, correct? Let's do a sort by most popular. Yeah, it's still the Kirby VODs. But this one, for some reason, keeps getting views. Because my voice acting in that one was delightful. Really? Then how come the other inscription streams aren't getting that many views? Ah, what a time. I miss January. January and February were the best times. But you see, in comparison, all of my other best streams are basically Guilty Gear. And then roughly around that time, like you see when my YouTube was popping off, about 6 months ago, in late January and early February. You had a 5-second clip of Smash Bros. Ultimate that had 5k views until 3 years. For 3 years, and then suddenly blew up. Maybe I should just export more tiny memes. Oh, really? A lot of views on a Pokemon Legends stream. And then almost 100 views on our Pokemon Black challenge. You've had content creators you followed for years on other sites get recommended to you on Twitch, and you're like, why did Twitch not tell you? Yeah, I really just need to get into the habit of clipping tiny little things. Yeah, people just really liked Kirby, and you know what? I will vouch for it. I'm pretty sure that's James's fault, because he made such a wonderful little Kirby there, which served as an excellent thumbnail. Like, the thumbnail for a lot of the Guilty Gear vids, I feel is okay. But the Kirby one really popped off, and apparently so did Inscription. Both pretty straightforward. But there's other... like, I put a lot of effort into the Hollow Knight ones. And the most effort I've ever put into a thumbnail was literally the 3 hours of getting Xander Neko arc ready there. I did a little bit of work for the Deltarune stuff. Control was basically nothing. I did a lot of work on the earliest Guilty Gear streams. Had fun with Everhood. Put a lot of effort into the Deltarune Snowgrave thumbnails. But I really don't think thumbnails do quite as much work as you'd say they would. You get up to a certain point of visibility. And after that point, it's just entirely unpredictable. Really, there's a bridge over here. Ah! Here we go. You'd be surprised how much a thumbnail can do. Well, I still haven't yet figured out the, secret to it. Not even sure how much I'd want to. Again, I still continue to fear success. One of the reasons I don't go as hard as I could. Pollo, just thinking about it. Overall, they do say that you should make the content that you love, or the stuff you love doing. We all know how bad of an idea it is to just chase the algorithm, so... One, I don't know if I'd love editing together little memes just yet. Maybe that habit will grow on me. Yeah, that's actually my biggest fear, James, and another reason I became a VTuber specifically. Really, how did we not discover you before? Probably because I might have been talking at the previous time. I do kind of want a, I do want to make ambitious and popular works, but I don't care about me necessarily having much fame. I want to go grocery shopping, and people just look away because they don't recognize me. As it stands, I don't catch very many... Why am I so small now? Hold on. Oh, wait. It's because I didn't hit the go back to the Switch screen button. That was still the desktop screen. Scream. I'm screaming internally. You can probably tell I'm a little low on the sleep today, which is why I've been so scatterbrained. I am good. It was just a short moment of a fight or flight response because I do get upset every time I'm not doing something perfectly on stream. I always wish I can give you guys the best experience and be on the top of my game, but you all know that I'm usually starting streams 5 to 10 minutes late or so. I'm always doing them, but always a bit late. Really, I can't quite get myself into the perfect mindset, but I know scuff is part of the charm of it. As long as I don't go around in a fancy lab coat. Very true. Another important part is, I've said this a few times and gotten a few laughs out of it. Though I don't know if everyone here has heard it. I've actually shown the channel off to my mom. And she does watch my VODs since she's usually, working by the time I'm streaming. Whenever she can, she does like to sit down and watch any of the videos I already have published. Oh yeah, perfection is extremely draining. I would know. I'm a post-gifted kid. But I have said it multiple times. I'm voice acting on stream. This is not my real voice. And one of the biggest laughs I had was checking my texts after my very, very first stream, which of course my mom was there to watch my very first stream. A hi to Xander's mom for the VOD. How precious. But I actually started off with a few texts saying like, is this you? And then like 2 hours later, oh my god, it is you. My own mom didn't recognize my voice at first. Yeah, the post-gifted kid troubles. Really? Wait! You mean there was a secret we had not yet discovered? Well, 100% here we come. This one looks like it should be relatively easy. Yeah. Careful. Ah! Hopefully that doesn't ruin it for us. Got it! Beautiful. Most VTubers you watch are pretty chill and don't play much of a character outside of written lore. Not too concerned with going for that, Yeah, not too concerned with the target time there. And welcome, Aaron. Found my channel through Leviathan. Oh! A special figure for every treasure road. As expected. It's of the rare stone. And this should be the last of our spots here. Wow! We have a lot of work to do. Yeah, for the reason of the voice in the model, if current iteration Xander got big, you wouldn't be recognized while off-stream in the wild. I have thought about it at some point. Well, maybe fully relaxing on a... Oh, secret at the start. Of course. Not following even my own advice. Don't have a channel in the Discord for you to post clips. Let's fix that. There. You have a clips section in the... right there. Let's put it there. Clips section is now in the Discord. Who's taunting me for Guilty Gear? Aww, the little note from Chris in the Discord. Xander just said that most VTubers are brainlets. And we have 2 agreements, so yes, that is potentially 3-1 there. Doing a voice for hours while streaming sounds really tiring, and I actually think that might be the biggest reason why I usually get tired after 4 hours or so. Although I would actually even argue it's that I don't do enough cardio. One of the biggest things is I'm mostly speaking from the back of my throat as I speak, which does require me to put in a lot more breath. Yeah, performing for hours straight. Take a detour and find the maximum tomato. Well, a big part is breathing exercises. So one of the important things, and probably a big sign, is breath regulation is one of the most important parts of getting voice acting working, and acting in general, or even for streaming in general, because you do have to be on and speaking quite often. Now, one of my usual issues is I tend to have trouble breathing, because it's, well, I've always had kind of breathing issues. Usually have a stuffy nose. There's a reason why one of my favorite random quotes to say is, King DDD's classic, "Gotta stuff it in here. Hey, where am I?" But, before a stream, I will do the usual breathing exercise that my voice trainer taught me, which is take a deep breath in through the nose, maximize whatever you can do for your lung pressure. You gotta, your chest has to feel kind of like a tire with a little bit of give, and you shouldn't do speaking while you're doing this, but then slowly exhale, hiss it out through pursed lips. and then when you run out of oxygen, and that will usually do pretty well for getting your lungs flexing. I just realized that is a vine we can cut. More to the start than it seems. Ah, and James waited to tell us that. Or, of course, there's the stream delay getting in the way. So inevitably, we'll have to start this again. Yeah, Avid has actually heard the off-stream Xander voice, and knows how different it is. Like, literally, towards the end, I'll just plain be running out of breath. Yeah, I thought there'd be something at the top there, but I don't know how I can get up there. Since the camera angle shifts in to be very, very close, and we can't do much flapping up here. Actually missed the other hint because of talking. Ah, wanted posters. Get up there with the hammer jump glitch. You know what? We might as well try it sometime this stream. If I could, I'll do that as a treat for y'all, at the end. You can have a little hammer jump, as a treat. So, was there a wanted poster? No, but with the ominous glow up there, I feel like there's something we're looking for. Hidden steps near the maximum tomato. Oh, this little thing. I didn't think that was jutting out enough. Yeah, those little bricks down there, I didn't feel like they were jutting out far enough. Well, what a secret! I guess the parallel version skips a few of, Oh, well, it doesn't look like that was too necessary of a secret, unless... Aha! How cozy. Welcome to EX Bridge. Oh! Well, what a time. Activate the Morpho install. So, the hard mode version begins. I'll just casually dodge roll out here, get a few of y'all to help me. Wonder if there's any other secrets up here. Ah! Well, I don't think we did this one before. We kind of sped through... I do think that'll respawn if we step out, though. I think messing around with the hammer jump might be a good little send-off when we eventually do our boss rush, Chris. It'll be a little bit away. Nose itches. Gah. Hopefully that didn't mess too much with the model. Alright, trying this again, we will need to take the delay into account. There we go. 1 cone, please. One ice cream cone now. 2 ice cream cones. I'll just drop. Sounds like a friend. You want a little bit of horror? What about the universes where someone playing Kirby doesn't go back and save all of them? Actually, I feel like that might take us back downstairs. I'm going to check at the top again and hope that that takes us back to EX Bridge, because I feel like there might be another secret or two. If we go up here. Just double checking the chat, making sure I didn't lose anything. Grab this little doohickey. You know what? If you guys actually post clips in Twitch, I'll see about trying to put them on the YouTube channel. Yeah, you can see the normal bridge below, and even if you wanted to, step down there. Now we should have a lot of extra little hidden challenges over here. More stuff with the ring mouth, it looks like. No, it was with Tornado. Yeah, because the first one required us to use sword. Or cutter. And here we go. Ooh, on a time limit. No frozen sodas for me. And a little bit of extra health. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy your dinner, Avid. I'd be happy to see you again anytime, should you decide to return. Ah, we've been forgetting these. Wonder where they all are. This game has fall damage. Kirby games don't usually have fall damage. Not that I remember, at least. Unless you're talking about, like, falling down pits and such. Yeah, James is probably talking about the whole falling down pits thing. Actually, a question, Chris. I know you found me through Leviathan, but how'd you find Leviathan? Because Leviathan is my best friend in the world. We actually, knew each other before we started VTubing. Found Leviathan through Hale. Hale's precious. I've only watched like 2 of her streams ever. Wait, I want that actually. Give me that. Ah, and Hale is an IRL friend. Small world. Ah, indeed. Welcome, Usagi. Glad to see you. And 1, 2, and 3. There's another poster removed, but we probably missed one at the, first of the little secret areas. Haha! Gotcha! Rescued just in the nick of time. Used to go to school with Hale until she moved away for a few years. I'm glad you can have friendships that stay. A lot of the, IRL friends I occasionally talk to, I know from... Let's see, the longest I've known any of them is since 2004. We actually made a joke the other day about how our friendship is old enough to vote. I guess Frosty's single in every universe, right? Oh, no, there we go. Which means I can still use this. Get the big hammer out. He's doing the acrobatics. Get you out of the way. Ah, you know what? We can just do this. Back in 2020, Hale absolutely refused to let you find her Twitch account, but on a call she mentioned a stream title and you found her channel through there. Something about tentacles. Why am I not surprised with that disaster? I usually hear about Hale through, Leviathan. Oh, wait. I see. How you doing, Sam? Feeling any better, or is it only just getting started with the, illness? If only we had more puzzles that use that mechanic. Ah, not quick enough. A bit better. Wonderful to hear. Do you think you might be better by Thursday? Ah, should have been another jump. I'll need to actually check Hale's progress, because I know Hale has been, Hale's only recently started, I believe, on the whole PNG tuber thing. I need to see just how much progress she's made. And a 1, and a 2, and there we go. Close to hitting 100. That's a huge milestone. Actually got that earlier this year, I believe. Yeah, it would have been, because I remember in December I only had like 40. There was some point in time in which I got a huge boon, and Twitch has been a lot more reliable for viewership and subscriptions lately. It's given me a relatively steady about 25 a month or so. Yeah, I personally don't care too much about Twitter, because I never post there. And I think it's good that I just avoid talking on Twitter. Don't really care for all the conversations there, and all the poor mental health to follow. Especially since I think the algorithm basically never recommends me. Beat Twin Wild Frosty without getting hit. That's gonna be difficult. Yeah, it's a very small percent, and I probably don't even hit a cent. Meaning 100 on any sort of Twitter engagements. It takes a long time, Chris. I'm actually surprised how well I've been doing. I've gotten about 224 in this amount of time. Yeah, people will definitely follow you on Twitter without doing anything to follow through on it. I did notice, if you don't mind me bringing attention to it, Usagi, that you've been around here quite a bit. And I do see quite a few folk engage in your streams, so I do think it quite valuable that someone of your stature would have me as a friend. Because I do remember you having, like, what was it? A few hundred on Twitch, but quite a bit more on, Twitter. But past that, they're not the best for engagement. Started streaming this year. Yeah, I've been enjoying it quite a bit. They can be your friends, collaborators, followers, or interested. Yeah, some people don't do too much with it. I have seen quite a few people start a follow and then, like, I never see them on Twitch again. Which is interesting. Yeah, Twitter is actually, how I met, Dr. Cave, for example. And a lot of other peers. I made it a personal mission to search for as many fellow science VTubers as I could. Like Sam here. If you are interested in, similar content, Sam here is another safe for work, sort of, scientist, intellectual, or researcher VTuber. James, could we get a shout out for Sam? Because I think there might be a few folk in here who haven't been to one of his streams. I love Cave. He's precious. You know, this is one way to prevent taking damage, of course. Though at this point we might just have to play the waiting game. Yeah, we can't dodge out of this. Thank you, James. Very lovely. Well, we don't have to prevent taking damage here, so... at least get that out of the way. Oh, so now you use my strategy against me, huh? Yeah, he actually streams a lot of similar content. I know he does a lot of, Monster Hunter, Pokemon Unite, and, what else have I seen you streaming lately? I can't remember. Oh, multiverses! That's another big one I've seen, Sam do quite a few times. Very good at engaging his viewers, too. I've thought about Pokemon Unite, but I'm not much of a, MOBA player. It's a MOBA, right? I don't have that one wrong. Ah, so I have been paying attention properly. There we go, there's that pesky little wanted poster. You know, I'll just fly straight to the ladder. And for the Switch. I think that's just a section of my branding I'd like to, stay away from. Yeah, streaming frequently is a huge hassle, Chris. Do it if your schedule can afford it. I've been finding very little time to do, stuff myself, with me basically doing 5 to 6 streams a week lately. I've kind of locked myself into trying doing something, every Monday, Friday, and now Saturday with the game dev. See, I can spin too. Just not the motivation. That makes sense. I've definitely been there before too. I wonder, can we lifesteal off of attacking the ones that have already been downed? Yeah, I tried doing the streaming every day. That is impossible to keep up with. You have to be a certain brand of crazy, or, you know, I might end up doing something like that if this was literally my job. I mean, if streaming is your job, you basically have to do it every day. Right, I don't think we're getting up to that poster without, yeah, not without the, switch pressed over there. So unfortunately, we do have to drop the sword, but if we're quick... Ah, we don't get the sword back. Phooey. Just had a lot of free time recently and was bored. You know, one thing I really should do a lot more often is just streaming at random times when I feel like it. As it stands, I kind of stream at the same time every day. Most every day. I do it a little bit later when it comes to fighting games. But I kind of just have already reached a large section of the audience that would be looking around. Or basically, I feel like it would be a lot easier to pick up new viewers if I tried for different streaming times. Yeah, keeping a schedule is super rough. I look forward to Outer Wilds when it happens, Usagi. And in fact, if that happens to coincide with me trying to give myself a somewhat less dense schedule, I'd be happy to be there every step of the way to watch. I stick to a schedule personally, Chris, because I feel like that's just the best way for me to hold myself accountable. Because I'm one of those guys that will only do work when it basically needs to be done. And I often just let myself get away with not doing stuff. If I don't have to. One of the advantages that I've used against myself is if I try to keep up a schedule, I basically guilt myself into having a good work ethic. You wanted to avoid any game that has fish. Well, when it comes to Outer Wilds, I have some very, very bad news for you. Jesse! It's been forever! Could we get a shout out for Jesse as well? I've been trying to catch some of their streams, but I've been missing them a lot. How you been? Speaking of fellow science, well, science projects, I think Jessie wasn't necessarily a scientist herself. Jessie hasn't been streaming. No wonder I haven't seen you. There's been a couple of friends I've been thinking about. Hey, I haven't seen them in a while. I wonder how they're doing. There's another couple of friends I have that, we need to do this with no damage. Okay, one down. Hopefully blocking that didn't count for damage. I hope everything's been going well, Jesse. Trying to not get hurt here. Nope. Our run's been invalidated. We can still try for that poster at least. So that we'd be able to just speedrun from here on out. And if we at least get the last of the posters in here, then we can come back with Morpho Sword or anything that gives us more damage. Now, where was that last pesky? I think the poster's inside. Created via science. Technically, we all were. Finished moving into a new state 3 months ago. That's definitely something that would get in the way. One of those 2 weeks I did mention where I only streamed twice in a week was, moving into a new apartment. Fixed Pixelmon. You know, I only played with that like once. Because I did have one friend who was convinced she was only going to play Minecraft if there were Pokemon involved, but then I saw that Pixelmon basically you can only do with just Pixelmon, since it's kind of an overhaul on its own. After your trip or after you recover if you're not able to beat the vid in time for your trip. Want to try getting up some more Safer Work collabs and events. Mech Warrior would be really fun to play again. I did play it quite a bit after our last event and collaboration. Got a few new cool mechs, including a Vapor Eagle, and I'd be very happy to play some more. Might be a little easier to challenge the Frosties on the normal bridge instead of EX bridge. I didn't even know that there was Twin Frosty on the normal side of the bridge. In any case, let's try that again. We'll be able to get Wild Edge on the first battle regardless. Astonishing, it's already been about 2 hours, and we're only getting through the first area here. Alright. Twin Edge, get the Morpho Knight Sword, and then we'll see if we can fight Twin Frosties damageless. Yeah, Mech Warrior is gonna take a while to get used to. Still don't have a HOTAS myself. I did play Mech Warrior 3 like the second time I played through it. I did it with an Xbox 360 controller, which was really fun. Those games definitely play easier if you have keyboard and mouse, but it's a certain level of tactical fun when you do it with an actual flight stick. He's blocking for so long. I can wait. I got all day. Speaking of things that take all day, I might just, you know what? Sometime this week, I'd like to try about, streaming the Skyrim stuff I've been doing in the local Discord. Since that's where a lot of my most reliable, more frequent fans are, could give y'all a sneak peek on the Skyrim stuff I'm wanting to do soon. I wouldn't know the answer to that question, Avid. Get through there, and get you to help. Morpho install, and get the big damage out there. Not Skylanders, unfortunately. I can't afford all those little statuettes. Yeah, you know what? On Wednesday, why don't I just say off of Twitch stream? Maybe tomorrow night after I get a little bit of stuff done. Or, no guarantee about tomorrow night. I'll just ping y'all at some point in the Discord. Sometime in the evening. Sadly, I never got the chance to experience Skylanders. Kind of proto-amiibo stuff they were doing with that, if I remember. And congratulations on the Destiny milestone as well, Jesse. I wouldn't know. James probably would. James, does Morphonite Sword have an actual name, or it's probably less likely given that Morphonite was like barely canon until lately. Dodge out here. Get the big damage out. And there's the damage. So restart that. Morphonite is still pretty new to the lore, so it could be a while before we learn its name. Indeed. Yeah, it's probably nameless. This is only, what, the second canonical appearance, or second appearance altogether of Morphonite. And I think the first one canonically. It's literally gonna be 2 hours of the stream just for, the ice lands. Get a dodge out there. Yeah, my tornadoes are better than your tornadoes. Sadly, I'm not immortal. Yet. Has nothing about the sword names, just similar to Galaxia. Alright, now it's time for Hammer Bro. The one and only. And there. Handled with no issue whatsoever. So this time, before we proceed in... you know it would have been great if we had a speed or attack modifier we could bring in here. Start with Morpho installed before the battle. And hopefully that doesn't run out before the actual fight begins. Or, you know, I'm not going to be able to dodge in time. Being a little too aggressive, of course. Let's actually pick up a couple of attack boosts and try that again. No, what was the, there we go. Getting myself a bit too distracted, perhaps. We will be heading up here. We can have up to 5 at once. Can I buy them in bulk or no? If we stack up a lot of them... And we'll do this just to save time compared to, doing the whole sleep over and over again. I think Meta Knight is. I don't know if the other knights are the same race. Oh, we actually have to use them. Well, we don't lose them at least. Yeah, let's make this quick. Real quick. One time you just let them run into you while you bunker down. You know, we might want to try that too. Let's actually make that swap. One and two. Ah, you lied. We can't stack up to 5. We can stack up to 5 minus 1 1,000th. You know what? Yeah, let's just do the ice. Sorry to ruin y'all's lunch. But Kirby reserves that right after all. And we'll be off. Just along for the air ride. That's another game I want to play. I wonder if that can actually be net played with Dolphin. If air ride can be net played with Dolphin, then you can expect a 4-player collab of that at some point. Because air ride is one of my all-time most played games. I love air ride. Alright, speed it up. Not as much of an attack boost as I'd hoped. But if we keep it up... It's okay, you're kinda... hold on. Kinda treating the stream like a podcast during dinner, so you missed whatever apparently off-putting thing happened. Off-putting? What would have happened? I don't think we had anything weird happen. I'm just getting a little exasperated about trying to do a flawless challenge here. I never really liked the whole take no damage sort of challenge. 'Cause usually I tend to get myself easily distracted, especially during a stream. I'll look that one up. Air Ride Net Play. Because I know it did have LAN functionality on the GameCube. Oh, sorry for ruining lunch. I was talking to the Waddle Dees in the D-Town. There we go. Freeze that silly little bird. And a hop, skip, and a jump. And here we go. Oh wait, one more. What's the matter, Bonkers? Are you getting the cold shoulder? Yeah, thank you. Give me a little bit of space so I can move. Still, even after all this time, he hasn't gotten frostbite. Yeah, couch co-op was something I missed dearly. What did I usually play with, siblings and friends? Usually we just would play, Smash Bros. Which is one of the reasons why I'm so confused why my friends don't want to play real fighting games. Not real, but I mean traditional fighting games. I don't hate platform fighters nearly as much as I might make it sound, I just like making fun of Smash Bros. Player stereotypes. So, I'm just going to sit there and hold that trigger. And now we get to converse politely. Miss playing couch co-op with the sis, your sister isn't quite the gamer she used to be. Some of us get better with time, some of us get worse. I think I've gotten better. I've been able to handle much more difficult games that I couldn't in the past. Origins of the various knights were probably varying. Kirby and Morpho definitely the most different, but Kirby-like beings are probably the same kind of creature. When was the last time I did couch co-op? Cause I know my, I think my roommate brought his N64 with them. I know we've done a bit of Smash Brothers. We did another run of the Subspace Emissary. I miss couch co-op, I gotta think. If not, I am kind of tempted to bring him in for couch co-op sometime. Last time you did couch co-op was on your birthday last year. Your friends came over and tried speedrunning. I don't know what that acronym stands for. Oh, she'd just been too sleepy to game. Pretty good at games she's managed Celeste and Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight wasn't that bad, but it was something that took a while. And then, oh, New Super Mario Bros. Deluxe. That's a game I have one friend that I probably did the most couch co-op with. We've played through every single Halo co-op on Legendary together. It's been kind of a routine. Except for 5. Avid, I don't think you'll find anyone disagreeing with you. Everyone loves Subspace Emissary. We might be here a while. Oh yeah, some of the optional boss fights are definitely gonna be rough. I have no idea when I'm getting back to that. At some point, yes. Hollow Knight's one of the few streams we have that's not technically complete. Games that don't quite, another one would be Dead Cells. Maybe Noida by technicality, but... Do you ever really complete Noida? When do you measure the actual completeness of Noida? When you get a 33 orb run, maybe? Which actually isn't too impossible of a challenge. We might want to focus on that at some point. Indeed, very, very wrong, Avid. Phase 2 begins. Just, sit here and let it happen. After we're done with this, we will take our hour overdue break. I'm astonished it's already 8 p.m. Oh. That's what I get for not paying attention. Well, I just ran out of water, so let me go grab a bit more and we'll be right back. Maybe I should just hunker down and actually focus for one of those fights. I'm trying to be a good host and keep answering y'all, but maybe I should just focus. Do hope I caught Chris before his departure. Thank you very much for your attendance, every time. Yeah, didn't see the grab coming, no worries. We'll just give that another try with one of our more powerful abilities instead. Ah, still here. Thank you. Thank you very much. So, we still have plenty of attack buff left over. We'll go ahead and just bring out the swords with that, since that should be our highest damage option regardless. Do we even have... Oh, we do have crystals! Well, let's power up our best ability anyway. Maximum attack power. And who would have thought it was Frosty that would make us do that? Not because we need the health, but because we need the serotonin. You can't see it because of the face tracking, but I have the stupidest grin on my face. I love Kirby. Kind of funny, we've come full circle around to me kind of not wanting to play Nintendo games on stream too much, or at least wanting to try to focus on a niche, but here we are with playing my two favorite Nintendo franchises on stream. Alright. Max damage, and we'll make very quick work of this. The buttered toast. Morpho Sword. One, two, three, four. Which we probably would have life stolen back any of the health we would have wanted anyway. Keep ourselves a little jog up in the corner. And a one. Yeah, I think this will be quick work. I wonder if Hale's streaming tonight. We'll be sure to give her a raid if she is by the time we are done here. Of course. At the very beginning, he charges us. You know, we should at least get used to the attack patterns here. You know, it's funny, we did the best the first time where we just kind of turtled around with, guarding dodges and the projectiles. But again, I'm being distracted. I'm not paying my fullest attention here. Yeah, this would have been super easy. Had I just paid attention. Alright. When we get back to it, I'm shutting up. Because I'm too busy trying to entertain y'all. Granted, I'm quite certain you are entertained by my blunders. I would like to get onto at least the 5th level. Even if, You know, I didn't think we'd be able to spend too much time on the boss rush, but if we just did the 6th level and the boss rush in one episode, that should probably do well for our pacing overall. Okay, so the last hit of that combo is where we'd get a lot of our damage from. That's what we focus on. Would you want a sword that spits profanities whenever it is swung? You might think that to be an actual question that takes thought, but the answer is absolutely yes. Have you ever played Borderlands, James? One of my absolute favorite things in Borderlands 2 was this one sniper rifle you got that would berate you anytime you killed someone. I love the idea. A talking weapon that only speaks in profanities whenever I swing it. That is entirely up my alley. I try to swear as seldomly as possible on stream. Usually I only do it for a comedic effect. But I do tend to talk like a sailor off stream. Alright, focus until we see them commit to an attack. Shutting up. Or, you know, we should just make no commitments whatsoever. We're skipping this for now. Already fallen asleep here. Anywho. Shoot 3 flying targets and defeat the lost squishy. Inevitably, they will give us a target before, or a ranger ability before any of the targets we're looking for, so just keep an eye out for them. Lo and behold, as I said. Actually, something fun about streamers who seldom actually swear. It is a treat. That's one of the reasons I do it, is for the comedic impact when it happens so infrequently. I don't even know if we need all these little crystals and tickets here. Well, that's entirely the point, Avid. If you seldomly do it, it has more impact when it does happen. And I want it to really be sold. Sure, I'll take it. Ah, welcome, Calamity. My name is Xander Turing, if this happens to be your first time here. I do a little bit of Kirby, but I've also done a lot of Pokemon recently. Other than that, we're usually streaming roguelikes, fighting games, and I do programming streams on Saturday, working on a game dev project, and so we will be keeping pace with that slowly, over time. Get a 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think we need the ring mouth here, do we? Or we should have already gotten whatever little ticket was in there. Oh, we did happen to find said lost squishy. But there are 3 flying targets somewhere. And I have not seen a single one anywhere in the stage. Scratch the eye and return. 2, 3. And that chest has already been, or that cage has already been opened, so I don't think we need to do anything there. What's in here? Ah, right! We were here before when we were looking for all of the ability scrolls. That's why this level feels so familiar. Alright, target should be maybe in this part? Maybe? I didn't notice the turbines in the background. That's a nice detail. Dodge over here. That's where we do a little bit of ring mouth stuff. There it is, just ahead. I don't think we're gonna need that again. Not so soon. We're looking for targets, and then the last one is a complete mystery, so no idea there. There's another little ranger dog here, so if there are targets anywhere, they would probably be around here, and I can't change the camera. I do love turbines. A lot of people say they're ugly, but, well, it might be my bias as someone who appreciates some wonderful depictions of engineering, but I've always loved the look of turbines. Blowing and cycling in the background. Really? That's right, the level's that short. So we missed whatever targets we would have been looking for. So it's all probably in that first open world area. Defeat Florina with Ringmouth. Alright, not that bad. Posture check, and I don't think I've stretched yet. Ah, hear those fingers crack. I am getting old. Decrepit. Behind the end, there is a secret, and all the targets were here in the first area. Noted. Still, I couldn't see any of them. All the dust storms, it's like I'm playing Morrowind again. I just did the posture check, but of course. I need to do more of the science on that kind of stuff. I feel like, don't wind turbines actually pose minimal risk to birds? Hold on. I need to check that one up. Snopes, help me out here. Fluff, 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 fluff. Oh, wow. Allegedly, they actually are kind of a big problem for, birds. Oh, especially if they fly in huge swarms where they're not gonna find too much room. Huh. Personally, I'm a fan of nuclear power, if it's handled correctly. Which currently a lot of our work infrastructure does not allow for proper handling of nuclear power. So, the thing there, Avid, is if there's, one of the biggest things I don't like is misinformation. So if there's any sort of a rumor I can disprove, or any sort of subject I'd talk about that I want to verify how correct it is, I do look it up midstream. And that's not the only time I've done that. A very important if, indeed. What is our lowest risk source of power anyway? I wonder if geothermal is much of an issue. Hydroelectric dams definitely mess with a lot of environments. Well, that's the thing, Avid. If I'm going to be a scientist, I need to bring out the truth wherever it is. How do we get up here with the ring mouth, though? Can we jump? How do we get up there? Yeah, we can't jump on the little bits of coral right here. So it's probably off of the buoy. But boy, off the Bilbo Baggins right here. Or not. She was up here, wasn't she? Yeah, how are we getting up here with the ring mouth? Might be a difficult jump. Well, of course it's based, Avid. What would I be? A fake scientist? Phooey. It's definitely getting harder to 100% this as time goes on. Of course, maybe I am just exhausted. Very sleepy, Xander. Get the snake out of here. Ah, there's one. So they are going to be around in the sort of open first area. And a bit harder to detect. Excuse you? There you go. Live near a nuclear energy plant, so when you were at school you'd have nuclear evacuation drills. Definitely a big issue. I think nuclear, could potentially be our best source of power, but we'd require a lot of infrastructure changes to accommodate it. For one, a much more responsible work culture that, one, would treat its workers well and give them a sense of responsibility and duty managing a nuclear reactor. Because that stuff's dangerous. Yeah, it's safe even including the results of nuclear disasters. The only issue with that is, nuclear disasters are very easy to publicize. Whereas far more dangerous methods of power are more invisible with the danger they cause. I mean, fossil fuels are lobbied to hell and back, and it's pretty... Oh, okay, so I was right. I just wasn't good enough at actually getting the jump off. Easy enough. Now we just gotta look for some targets around here. Statistically even safer than solar. That's a surprise. And I know we have made advances in technology. Aren't like thorium reactors super safe? I feel like they should be. Yeah, I really don't like coal or oil whatsoever. But alas, they've already had their victories and they've planted their stake. Eventually, we'll phase them out, as they are both in a limited supply. Huh, that bullet goes over the terrain. So we will look for any of our highest standing spots out here. Still no more targets. I guess we gotta go really out of our way. As a double check, there might be one back at the beginning. Yeah, everyone that isn't a cartoon supervillain. You'd be surprised. But I did say this was relatively an attempt at an apolitical channel. Not... Oh, wait a minute. Ah, there's no way up here. I thought we would have had another really cool secret. Not that I'm not politically minded, but I know there's a lot of folks looking for streamers just to get their minds off the subject. And as someone whose entire wanted role is giving y'all a comfortable environment, we can keep out of the nuances of the discussion, I'm sure. So there's number 2, which, knowing my experience with game dev, number 3 would be far on the left side. And thank you for your accuracy, James. Very scientific. God, I remember playing a game of Civilization with some friends. And given that, as you know me, anytime I play Civ, I have to go science. So here I was making coal and oil plants, while a bunch of other people were still dealing with muskets. And it seems the global warming actually destroyed a few of my friends' coastal areas. And they told me, okay, I can never make that many coal or oil plants again, which, fine. I'll do it a little bit, but I try to jump to nuclear as quickly as possible. A Civilization collab would be a delight, but I don't know who yet I'd do it with. It's me, I'm friends. Welcome, Leviathan! So, yeah. Wait, I see it. I see the last one. So, yeah. I sped ran science and... Oh! That was all according to plan, of course. And that should be it for this level, right? Indeed. Right! That game sucked, because you ended up getting Rolling Poland, out in the middle of nowhere. He's more into Total War, as expected. I think we have had a lot of discussions on that subject. I have seen Toto play Civ a few times before. While it's home, Calamity. Tree huggers are in the right. Gotta take care of your home. I was thinking about that, James. Thank you for the reminder. Just in case. What would be the ideal size for a Civilization collab? I know the game likes to push 6-player games on you. but I find myself having trouble with more than 5 people in a Discord call. I thought I already got rid of you. Everything in this desert's trying to chomp me. It takes a while to get into a 4X game. It's like playing Monopoly, but worse. You gotta really be willing to set down a lot of time for it. Oh, I see what you're talking about, James. Why don't we look? Oh! Isn't this cute? Oh, we're gonna need that. Sleepy. Trying to read chat, but I imagine you can understand how much focus I'm needing right now. There we go, all 5 found. Feel like you could get away with a Civ collaboration with 3. Don't think you'd have to go all the way to 6. 3 players and 3 AI would be pretty cool. Or just 3 players. I think something that's a factor of 6 would work best, because then you could make relatively symmetrical maps if you wanted to. So 2, 3, or 6 would probably be ideal. Or 12. But there's no way I'm entering a collaboration with 12 people at once. Never have you been thoroughly so turned off a genre so quickly. By worse, I mean much more time-consuming. A game of Civ probably takes a whole 20 hours to get through. I'd actually highly recommend watching it at some point, Avid. At some point, there's probably going to be a Civ playthrough here. Only a collab. Ah, we already 100%ed this one. Only time I'd do 12 is if it was like a comp TF2 match and you could only hear one half at a time because that was your team. Double check around here. Three kinds of ice cream, and wild bonkers with the cutter ability. So we're looking for ice cream and cutter. Yes, a lot like Stellaris. And if you like Stellaris, you'd actually like Civ quite a bit. It's turn-based rather than real-time. I don't think Leviathan does those streams anymore, but she has done Stellaris in the past. Usually, Calamity, that god that Kirby kills is whoever disrupted his lunch. Such is the story of Squeak Squad, I remember at the very least. Ice cream? No ice cream. Well, it's not just like Stellaris, but if you like Stellaris in the sense that you like 4X games, you'd love Civ. I mean, they're among the most popular 4X games. So there's one. Don't we all, Avid? Have some ice cream for dessert and then kill God. And then go back to more ice cream. If only I could have Kirby's appetite without ever getting larger. I would just eat ice cream all day. Ice cream, ice cream, ice cream, ice cream, ice cream on the brain. Luckily, I went out to go grocery shopping yesterday and brought some home. Who would I play in a Civ collab? I could test my speedrunning knowledge with, Babylon. I've never played a game of Babylon, which... There's only one flaw in the idea of me playing Babylon, and that is, it's very hard to get a science victory. It's easy to get ahead, but it's not easy to get a science victory. Babylon's actually very good for a military victory. Which I'd be lying, and Leviathan can call me out on this. I'd be lying if I don't always have domination as a backup win condition in Civ. Ice cream mochi is the best. I obsess over that stuff. And it's also available in the nearby store. I'd buy it more often, but it's more expensive for how long it lasts. Not impossibly so, but irresponsibly so. True, James, but do remember, the job always gets done so long as Kirby's involved. After all, he's the most powerful Nintendo character and one of the most powerful, characters in any fictional story. So where the heck is that ice cream? Oh, wait, we wanted that. He just like me, for real. Look at him in his vaguely rectangular shape. There's a specific vibe that Kirby with angry eyes has. And I like it. I want that to be me every day. Adorable, but also capable of kicking your ass. Root beer's another thing I'm a sucker for. One thing I am proud of, at least, is, I don't drink sodas at home anymore. And I haven't for several years. I only do them when I go out to restaurants, sometimes. Huge root beer fan, absolutely. Where's the other ice cream, though? I don't know if there's more stands we're looking for, or... Game you were playing had kind of bad end and you never wanted to start a new one. It's a very brain-hurty kind of game. I completely get you. There's another ice cream. Does this count as hammer? No, it does not. Triple star ability, this is not. And nom. Were there any other 4X games you were looking at, Leviathan? I know they're a usual favorite of yours. Cutter and bonk. Right! Thank you, Calamity. Let's see, we've got a circle to unlock here. Where do we find Cutter? Oh, fully charged Morpho Sword. Wish I knew that a bit earlier, but we'd have to discard it regardless. So there's a secret in there. Where was the circle we were looking for? I don't want to drop down there without knowing for sure. Yet. Quite yet. We got a few steps to jump up here. No, not here. Yeah, I imagine humankind would have done a lot of damage to your computer. That did look fun the one time I saw you streaming it. Off of the VTuber stuff. Cutter right here. Take a peek inside. And hopefully there's ice cream to be found. There we go. There was a meme we were coming up with humankind. What was so funny about it? Because I remember watching you play that. That was a while ago. There's some joke or some sort of little funny thing we kept finding in the game, and I forgot what it was. Ah, that feels like it was forever ago. Yeah, the buzzsaw hat kind of looks a little silly. I do like the duality of man represented in the chakram cutter. Throw two of the little blades at once. What I do like about the abilities in this game is they're not all designed as direct upgrades. A lot of them have unique little gimmicks that they can do. Oh, wait. Unique gimmicks they can do that the later versions can't. Like Toy Hammer being very quick. Ice cream. Ice cream, ice cream, ice cream. He just like me for real. And in... Oh, looked away. And waiting for it in 3, 2, 1. No ice cream. 'Tis around here somewhere. Fine, I'll hydrate myself. Oh goodness me, if we ever play Super Mario Sunshine, y'all are gonna kill me, aren't you? Ah! Another ice cream shop. Which means it should be in one of these boxes, right? Not you, necessarily. There we go! Yeah, I'm just gonna politely ignore you. That's what it was. There's a city-state named Sus. Unfortunately, I do not have my Among Us soundboard with me. Haha, another typo, James. James hurt himself in his confusion. Nothing over here. Wow, it's gonna be a while getting through all here. Wait, there's more levels here, right? Oh wow, it is just those 4. Right? Yeah, it's 4 levels in every one of these stages until you get to the last one. There we go. So, Moonlight Canyon it is, and what are we missing? Find the treasure hiding by cactus triplets. Well, this one should go relatively easily. Look for any cacti that show up in triplicate. Oh, that kind of reminds me. Have y'all seen the trailer for SpongeBob Cosmic Shake? Looks like it's going to be a, basically a spiritual successor to Battle for Bikini Bottom, so I was wondering if you guys would have liked a rehydrated stream at some point, since y'all got me on the mind of hydration. No worries, Avid. Thank you very much for your attendance. And I hope to see you soon. I see Aaron has decided to murder me. The good news about hydrated, or rehydrated, is that's another game we could get out of the way in like 2 streams. And one I could reliably 100%. Yeah, Avid, Hades is on the list. How soon, I'm not sure. Cause I gotta weigh all my options, and given that that is a roguelike, one, it would help with part of the branding, but I also do want to lighten things up a bit. I feel like that treasure would be at the end of the level. Yeah, it's Aaron. James is just continuing to make typos for the meme. Uh-oh. How silly of me. Right, this was our path. Hey, don't worry about it, Avid. Go ahead, take your break as you'd like. I'll have to think. I'll have to look at, all of the potential games I could be picking up soon, but we're at kind of a point right now where I can just, like, drop a lot of my schedule. Because we have to be playing Outer Wilds every week. But we did just finish Cursed Halo and Stray. So what would have been a 4th guaranteed slot is open now. But I do want to relax a little bit. I could use that time to actually learn one of those skills I mentioned. True, Kirbo indeed is lighting things. No cacti up there. I feel like it was in that last spot. Like the very end of the level. Just in case it is actually where I think it is. There's 3 cacti here. In here. Now, these aren't necessarily triplets per se. Oh, we can take a look up here. There's a 4th one there, so maybe it's not here then. Alright, this should be the very hold on. See, now I'm paranoid. We haven't completed the DLC for Outer Wilds. I think we might have 1 to 3 streams left of it, though. We did complete the base game, but we still have the DLC to go through with. And my, what a time it has been. Right now, I think I have to measure, Outer Wilds probably is my second favorite game I've ever played. The first being Dead Cells, which is going to be very hard to lose that spot. Yeah, the DLC is feeling like it's going to be just as long as the main game, possibly. Or at least maybe 60% as long. No cacti here. Ah, wait. Are these perhaps the triplets in question? Something hidden in the grass? Nothing behind the anchor? There's a faint glow to those rocks, which makes me think they're something significant. Cactus triplets, cactus triplets. Aha! Here they are. Oh, I have to be on the other side. How silly. Why have the path leading up to facing the chest backwards? Alright, couple of things. We'll save, the final area for next Kirby stream, since we can do that alongside the 100% on the bosses. But we will need to take one more look at the Frosties. You know, it would be easier just using a projectile ability. But before we do that, let's take a look back over here. Are these the instructions we'd be looking for? Mute this real quick. Jump and start floating. Simple enough. But it requires some precise timing, it looks. So never mind, I thought that would have been a lot more difficult. Right, it's hold down attack on your way down. And then it's on that frame where we get the slam. Okay. I did see a momentum change there. So you gotta float up, tap B, and then hold it a second time. Oh, first we must be tired. Got it. Just for a laugh, let's try it over here by the arena, because I know there's an exploit we can do here with it. Try looking at this again. Alright, we'll give this a couple of tries. Oh, this is going to be even more difficult with the stream delay. I just realized that. Alright, so I think I hit it right before we hit the ground. There we go! Okay, so I do have to hit it earlier. There we go. We are probably stuck until we do it again. Though I don't know if we can do it too well from out here. There we go. Go, my son. Fly and be free. Up here where we shouldn't be. Isn't that cute? Are these solid? That's not solid. You know, when I was younger, I loved doing these kinds of glitches a lot. We did speak about Hydrated earlier, which, the original SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom has a very similar, glitch that lets you easily clip out of bounds. Always loved out of bounds glitches, because whenever you do that, like, I'm certain we have a lot of fans of the YouTube channel Boundary Break in here, which will take cameras to be able to go outside and you can actually see what game developers do to prevent you from, getting into certain places or how they make things look good at a distance. We will have to return to title screen and then hop our way back in. But, one last thing. I do want to beat Twin Frosty at least, before we're done here. So let's try for something a little bit safer. You know what might even be crazy enough to work? Throwing some homing bombs out there. The way into the glitch cup is actually right in the corner beside the Coliseum, behind the houses. You just need to get under the wall. Not certain that I'll be trying it now, but possibly next time if we need to do any farming. We'll go for Morpho Knight, because there's no way it's going to be outclassed in damage getting up to that point. I just need to be a lot more careful with how we do this. Speed our way over here. And Twin Frosty, we're coming. Wrong stage. Go, Kirby. Run as quickly as your little feet will let you. Oh wow, that doesn't do nearly enough damage. There we go. We just need to line a few of those up for Frosty properly. And hopefully this should not be that difficult. But I'm going to shut up and focus. And no overcommitments. Oh, right. Because of the stream delay, it's going to be harder to dodge things on reaction, so I guess we do have to play extremely safe. And 2, 3. We get such a long intro when Twin Frosty happens. Might be a bit hard to get ourselves started there properly. Landing a big attack at the start of the fight will probably shave off a lot of health. You have to avoid the charge attack one of the Frosties always starts with. Indeed, get our install ready. Yeah, avoid that and then we can get in a few good swings. Yeah, with the delay, it's actually pretty hard to react to this stuff. We'll definitely try that again. Super safe, but we can analyze their patterns a bit better. So yeah, the grab. We can't just sit there entirely passively, although being able to guard everything with ice might not make it our worst option either. Alexa, play The Sound of Silence. The stock monkey sound as he throws it. Blurring it down. Actually, it would be pretty easy to do that with Tornado taking no damage, right? Tornado, doesn't usually take damage from direct hits. Like running into someone. We'd have to avoid the, snowballs, but it's probably not that difficult. He said, getting hit out of Tornado twice. Yeah, the end lag can be an issue. You know, doesn't look like it'll be that difficult. We might have a shot. You could even call it a big shot. The biggest of shots. All right. Posture check, stretch, and not looking at chat. Oh, this is gonna do so little damage. Come on. One down. And there we go. Okay. Focus up and we can do it. Sometimes you just need a different strategy. We did have basically no chance to move while we were doing sword swings. So Tornado would have made that a lot easier. As it basically always is the most powerful Kirby ability. I think that was a nice solid 3-hour stream there. When we next meet back here, we'll be working on 100%ing the last level, and then working on all of the bosses in order, and I think that gives us the 100% completion, aside from target times on a lot of the treasure roads, but some of those are merciless. I'm a bit less concerned there. What a great game. I've loved every minute of it. But We have been here for quite a while, and I think we should get ourselves ready to depart. I don't think there's much of an announcement we need to be doing. I will not forget the schedule this time, and I'll just say we don't have anything scheduled for tomorrow. I'll use Wednesday as a chance to break. Wheel is a big competitor for Tornado, but unfortunately it got replaced with Kirby. And in some cases, the pipe mouth, because there were a lot of Kirby challenges in which you'd have to go really, really fast and jump over a few spots with Wheel. But I look forward to the possibility of another 3D Kirby game like this, one with more abilities, preferably Spark, which I sorely miss. But I think we can go ahead and wind down. I'm not going to do anything tomorrow. So I'd love to see you all again on Thursday for Outer Wilds, now that we're getting to the scary part. And the rest of the schedule shall continue as usual. I will go ahead and line up a raid for y'all. Let's see, just who among the peers is streaming. Wait, am I following them? Wait, I think I might have literally unfollowed them for a joke. Hold on. Wait, no. I have that Twitch. Are they streaming? Did I actually unfollow for the meme? No, they're just actually not streaming right now. So, no hail. They're going to be streaming a lot less frequently then. Well, in that case... Tis a silly game to watch, but we haven't visited Kuma in a while. So go ahead and give King Kuma a... Let's just call it a Kirby raid. Yeah, Wheel was always super fun. I loved Superstar Ultra and having the wheelie rider, wheel partner, so that anytime you needed the mobility, you'd go around with all the extra speed. So, give King Kuma a Kirby raid for me, and I will see you all on Thursday. Thank you everyone for your attendance, as now class is formally dismissed. Oh, he literally ended stream. Kirby raid for whoever we say hi to, then regardless. It's been a while. We can say hi to... Pulsar. Tis been a while.